Live from the rinks. It's Sunday Night Hockey on the Long Island Sports Network. Jack Siskin on the call for LISN. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in on behalf of our entire crew here at the rinks. Varsity matchup between second place Sachem and third place East Islip. Starting goaltenders for tonight's matchup. For Sachem, Michael DiGirolamo will put the nod in net. This will be his 6th start of the season. He is 4-1 through 5 games played. On the other side for EI, Corey McGovern will be between the pipes to start the game. Brody Dixon will come in halfway through. Leading scorers entering tonight's matchup. Well, that's a bit of a tricky question to answer based on who is actually in the lineup currently. Anatra, Pepe, Ivers, they're the leading scorers. Funny thing is, they're not here yet. Yet is the key word. With them out of the lineup, title of leading scorer for EI falls to Anthony Marizito, 7 goals, 4 assists, 11 points in 8 games. And while this isn't a knock on Marizito at all when I say this, Anatra and Ivers each have over 30, 32 for Ivers, 31 for Anatra. Pepe has 22. And then on the other side for Sachem, right now their leading scorer isn't Thomas Konkowski. He's suspended for tonight's matchup. Colin Calberer is not yet here. In transit is the official terminology we'll be using tonight. Instead, Cameron Calberer, Richard Bovich should be the leading scorers for Sachem. That is so long as Bovich. I believe he was supposed to be on the ice. Might be in transit. I guess we'll see on the opening face-off. For EI and Sachem, these 2 points are going to be critical. KPC won their game this week. That put them in first place. Now, these two teams both have a game in hand. They cannot, I repeat, they cannot advance ahead of KPC. But 2 points tonight would allow them to move into second place. I believe with tiebreakers, KPC would retain possession of first. If this game ends in a draw, KPC takes sole possession of first place. And the horn will sound. And we'll get underway here at the rinks. Varsity Hockey on the Long Island Sports Network. Don't forget to give us a follow at LI Sports Network on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button in the bottom left hand of your corner. Make sure to check out the LI Hockey website by LISN for all the latest game recaps, highlights, and analysis. As of now, the leading scorers for tonight's matchup will be Cameron Calberer and Al Bakhtu. Both have 10 points apiece to date. Anthony Marizito on the other side with 11 for East Islip, joined by Luke Lafata, who has 10. A couple other players of note there. Walter for 1. That's 10 in white. Not to mention Evan Lafata, who led the JV team in points last year, has only collected 5 through 8 games. A solid showing, but you don't necessarily need to focus as much on your offensive game when you have a lineup like Anatra, or you have a first line like Anatra, Pepe, and Ivers. With them out of the lineup, look for him to be a big factor for EI. Jack Dolson, another name to keep an eye out, as well as Tierney. Resinello, the call-up from JV. He's leading the JV squad in points to date. Rasanello making his debut for Varsity, has 13 goals and 3 assists for EI's JV squad. Monty, Octu, Bovic up front for Sachem. O'Hay on the blue line. He'll be joined by Matira on the other side. Carino, Dolson, and Marizito with Slattery and Lena at the point. Correction, that might be McGarry, my apologies, as EI wins the draw. Let's get underway here at the rinks. O'Hay resets to Matira. Pass ends up in Bovic's skates. He pulls up in transition, flips it up ice. Sachem has gained the zone. Monty's shot is deflected. That ends up in the glass. Sachem collects beneath the goal line momentarily. And now heading to the way, Marizito flips it up and down. That's going to be the length of the ice. We'll get a whistle for icing early on. Just 30 seconds gone by in the first frame here at the rinks. 2 crucial points on the line in the first meeting between these two teams. Alpok doing the dot versus Evan Lafata. Lafata wins it. And turnover forced by Monty. Puck ends up deep in EI territory. Sachem pressing early on here, but Luke Lafata comes away with it. Gains the zone. Cutting in, has the puck, fires a shot that's deflected wide. Bovic tries to collect. Puck bounced on him and a clearing attempt won't go. Ends up on net. DiGirolamo pokes it along the wall. And Luke Lafata fires a shot that ends up going wide of the net. Monty picks it up now, heads up ice with speed. Has his stick lifted, continues to carry it into the zone. Pass intended for Octu, ends up on his backhand, and a turnover forced by Lena. It's carried free of the EI zone. Sachem resets Cameron Calberer, moving it to Mascaro. Moves it to O'Hay, who escapes pressure from Evan Lafata. Mascaro lead pass to Wandling, and a turnover forced by EI. But now they're forced to reset. Lena with it, and he looks up ice. Turnover on that pass. Slattery gets it under pressure from Mascaro, who's pinching. Puck ends up going down the ice, but DiGirolamo comes out to play it, resets it to Golden. He chips it up and out of the zone. Morrow now has it. Coming in, fires a shot. That goes over the net. Calberer looking to keep it in. He does initially, and a shot from Wandling puts that beneath the goal line, comes back up along the opposite wall. Wandling steps into it, poked off his stick, but now Morrow has it. His shot over the net. Racing to keep it on the other side. Golden has it. Keeps it in. EI recovers. Rasanello gets the clear, making his debut for the varsity squad as Golden looks to evade pressure. Moves it D to D. Pass finds its way to Morrow. Nice saucer there. And now Wandling gets it. Gets it to Calberer. Cameron Calberer, his shot deflected. Racing in. Sachem pressing now, looking for the first goal in the game. Both teams without their leading scorers to start tonight's matchup. Turnover forced on that pass, but Sachem can't corral it. Slattery heads up ice. Cutting in. Walks in. Play is broken up. DiGirolamo pokes it free. Golden looks to go D to D. Near turnover, but it's carried up ice. Lead pass finds Octu. He's coming in. Shot and a save by McGovern. The early save for the EI netminder. Heading the other way now, and we get an offsides. 11:48 remaining in the first. Lines in a blender for both teams tonight. Piers Octu is in the dot versus Dolson, flanked by Lafata. That's Luke Lafata. And the face-off is won by Octu. Luke Lafata forces the turnover. And then a turnover in transition. Luke Lafata looking to head up ice. That play's broken up nicely by Mascaro. Fired into the zone. Mascaro, or correction, that's McGuire, 76, not 79. Had it, lost it to Dolson. Backhand pass comes to Lafata, across, shot, and they score! And EI strikes first with that goal by Godbout. You see here, Some nice stick work there from Dolson, just a nice move. Correction, stick handling. It comes across, and Godbout just puts that one home on the back door, completely uncovered. And EI takes an early 1-goal lead. Godbout on the board for EI. Face-off has been won back. Freeland looking up ice. Chips it into the zone. Broom looks to clear. Can't. LaFata on the forecheck. He's got it now, but can't get the shot off. Mascaro collects it under pressure from Walter. Puck comes up to Morrow. Cutting in. Cameron Calber on his backhand has it poked off. Collects. Looks up ice. Cutting to the top of the key. Moves it to Mascaro. Steps into a shot. Turned aside by McGovern. That ends up in the netting. And we get a whistle. Big save early on from McGovern, and that's followed by a goal for EI. Face-off, won by EI in the defensive zone, but it's kept in at the line before it's cleared. And now Cameron Calber looks to head up ice, cutting in on the outside. McGarry forces him to pull up. Marizito takes over as he drops it off. Shot goes just wide, picked up by Sachem on the opposite side. It's Calber again. Puts it off the board, skates into it. Looks for a shot, can't find it. Pass through the slot, no one's home. Kept in at the line. And a turnover. Heading up ice with speed, it's Marizito. He comes in, fires a shot that goes wide. And then that gets placed off the back of the net. EI now retains possession, but it leaves the zone there. Marizito fires it back in from the right side of the line. No icing on the play. Broom will take over beneath the line. Looks up ice. Has Wandling, elects to skate. As he crosses the red line, puts it in to the skates of Morrow. And a near chance for EI as LaFata clears the zone. And Monty takes over in his own end for Sachem. Drops it off to O'Hay. He'll skate up ice. Cutting in with speed. Nice look there. Couldn't connect initially. And Octu can't capitalize with limited space. LaFata chips it out of the zone. Matera takes over. Drops it off to O'Hay, who will look up ice before electing to go D to D. And then the cross-ice feed finds Monty. Skates into it. Cross-ice feed intended for Bovic. Won't go. And the puck ends up beneath the goal line. Lawler looks to get it out of the zone. O'Hay keeps it in. Monty has it. Fires a shot. He scores! And we're tied at 1. A goal from Monty. And you see here why these board battles are so important. And as they keep it in along the wall, Monty comes in and just rips a shot, beautifully placed across his body, stick side. You really can't script it any better than that. For Gregory Monty, that would be his 7th goal of the year. He had 10 points coming into the night, make that 11 with 7 goals for good measure. Face-off has been won back by EI, by Sachem. Matera looks to head up ice. Lead pass entered the neutral zone. Lena looks to send it the other way. O'Hay nearly forced a turnover, ends up back in his own end. DiGirolamo plays it with a nice pass to O'Hay. He's under pressure. Dolson pokes it free. His pass is deflected, and Morrow takes over. Turnover again. Dolson coming in 2-on-1, and a good stick there from O'Hay, correction, that was Matera who broke that play up. O'Hay now on the forecheck. His natural position is center as he resets to Matera. Puck comes just past Calber. Icing is waved off as Lena goes to collect. Carries it beneath his own goal line. Moves it up the wall. Walter tried to chip that on for Dolson. Resinello forces a turnover. He takes over. On the forecheck now. The JV call up. Looking strong to start this game off as Sachem, cross-ice feed, finds Wandling. Gets it to Cameron Calber, cutting to the outside. Slattery on him. And a shot from Calber from off angles turned aside. Wandling on the forecheck. He's looked strong so far tonight, taking advantage of some extra ice time with 2 leading scorers for Sachem out of the lineup. Lena chips it in. Mascaro will chase. Battle along the boards beneath the goal line, far side corner of the Sachem defensive zone. 1-1 game early on here as that puck clears the zone. Slattery has it. Forced under pressure, send it up the wall. That bounces past Golden. Icing is waved off. Marizito on the forecheck. Golden comes away with it. Nice play there. He chips it up the wall, but Evan Lafata steps into it. Sends it on back down where Golden recollects. And a turnover forced by Marizito. Pass to Lafata. He can't get a shot on net. Good chance there for Evan Lafata. And Monty heads the other way. Finds Octu. Cutting in on the outside. Shields the puck well. Pass to the slot. Won't go. We get it covered by McGovern. Some extracurricular activities after. Officials step in quickly to break that up. We'll wait to see what the calls are here. Unassisted goal by Gregory Monty, the equalizer with 8:54 remaining. A goal by Liam Godbout, the only score of the game for EI. That was assisted by Luke Lafata. Face off one back, Bovic with it now, but Lafata forces a turnover. O'Hay keeps it at the line, he flips that up, just avoids going to the rafters. Lawler looks to send it around. Slips past Octu, Godbout. Has Lafata in transition, turnover forced momentarily, but now Dolson racing in. Fires a shot, that's turned aside by DiGirolamo. Sachem heading the other way now, turnover forced, this time by Lafata, but O'Hay breaks that one up, acting as more of a fourth forward early on in this game, creating havoc in transition for Sachem. Monty has it, pass towards the slot, wouldn't go. Dolson sends it up to the wall. O'Hay keeps it in. Octu is going to collect the bouncing puck, puts it towards the slot, and a shot from Monty won't go. The Sachem power forward looking strong to start off this game as the puck comes to O'Hay. He lets one rip from the point. That goes off the glove of McGovern. EI tries to send it up the boards. Turnover forced. Hay looked to pinch, couldn't get to that one, and it bounces off Cameron Calberer's skate. McGuire has it, puts it up the boards. An EI change, Calberer races up ice. With speed, cutting to the outside. Great play by Walter to break the rush up, but EI will go on the PK after that one. And a nice play here from Calberer. And Walter will go to the box, but I'll say this much, you'd rather go to the box than give Cameron Calberer an odd man opportunity there. That's the right play from the young EI forward. So the power play. And we get a face-off win right off the draw for Sachem. Puck comes to O'Hay. Drops it on off to Wandling. Sent up the wall, kept in by Mascaro. Walks it across to O'Hay. He cuts in from the top of the key. Shot! And a glove save. 5:08 remaining in the period. .24 seconds gone by in the power play. And the face-off is won by Sachem. A shot from O'Hay turned aside right off the draw by McGovern, and it's sent into the EI bench. Get another whistle. Puck will stay in the EI zone. And even 10 minutes gone by. 33 seconds gone by on the kill. And the face-off, won by EI. It's sent the length of the ice. DiGirolamo settles it behind his own net. Puck is stuck in the back, though. And O'Hay and Lafata battle for it. A shot from an off angle. He scores. Well, you don't see that every day, and the puck gets caught here, so you see DiGirolamo, he's trying to fish that out, can't get it to go. Lafata takes a slash there from O'Hay. O'Hay gets the puck free, and well, Lafata just slips that in between the pads. So it's a 2-1 game now. A short-handed goal for EI puts them back up by 1. And a face-off won by EI. They send it the length of the ice. DiGirolamo settles it there. Puck sent around. O'Hay picks it up. Sent back down the other way. O'Hay has it again. Under pressure from Marizito. Makes a nice move in the corner. And he'll let up ice with speed. O'Hay cutting to the outside. Pulls up. Nice move there, but it's poked off his stick by Marizito. Kept in the zone. Bovic with it. Cutting in. Fires a shot. He scores! On the power play. Sachem ties the game, and the shorthanded goal obviously was not ideal for this team, but as you see here, a nice keep, a nice move from Bovic, and he uses Monty as the screen there with an EI defender down, and he just slips that through 5-hole. That momentary movement by Monty, it makes it difficult for the goalie to get set, track the puck, and even by the time he's repositioned himself on the back door, it doesn't matter. That was enough time for Bovic to slip that 5-hole. So with 4 minutes gone by, it's a 2-2 game. Both teams scoring on the Walter penalty. As Dolson looks to force a turnover there, he's looked strong tonight at center. He's played all over the ice for this EI team as Golden now looks to carry. And he gains his own, fires it in around. Broom will pinch on the other side. Sachem defender can't get to it. And now Morrow will take over in his own end. He heads up ice. Bad bounce there, turnover. Resinello heading in. Along the line, fires a shot through traffic. That goes off the iron. Skips out into the corner. Morrow under pressure. Resinello comes away with it. But his pass won't go. Wandling now flips it out in transition. But McGarry has it. Sends it back up the boards. Walter chips it forward. Just past Dolson, but he skates into it. Dolson collects. Pulls up. Looks for the pass. Fires a shot. That's turned aside by DiGirolamo. And Sachem forces a turnover in the corner, but they haven't gotten it out of the zone. Marizito with the keep. Resinello still with it. Ducks a hit from Golden. Shot goes off the iron. McGarry sends it back down low. Golden picks it up. Drops it off. Broom goes to collect. Tries to send it up the boards. That won't go. Morrow's clearing attempt won't go. 2-on-1, 3-on-1 for EI. Lafata's shot turned aside. Rebound won't go. DiGirolamo sprawling out with that save. EI pressing after that equalizer. Carried in. Lafata's shot. That goes wide. That's Evan Lafata, 12 in white. Thriving with increased ice time here tonight as it's sent into the scorer's booth by McGarry. Fast-paced game to start this off. Nicky Russ and Colin Calberer hit the ice for Sachem. An important addition for this team. They're tied at 2, and they're going to want to build on that lead before Anatro arrives. Face-off. Controlled by Sachem. Bovic on it in the corner. Forced to pull up by Godbout. EI forces a turnover. It's kept into the line. Matera's shot. That skips just past McGovern. A chance. Rebound. Comes free. And a shot attempt won't go from the blue line. And it's kept in. We get a penalty on the play. O'Hay will head to the box now. A power play for EI as Christopher O'Hay heads to the box. Four goals to start this game off. 2 apiece for each team as O'Hay heads to the box on the roughing minor after a shorthanded, unassisted goal by Luke Walter, followed by a Richard Bovic score on the power play, assisted by Al Bakhtu. This game is tied at 2. But EI now has a power play as they win it back off the draw. Lawler moves it to Marizito, gets it right back, walks the line, fires a shot that's deflected. Glove down. And a turnover force. Sachem heading up one-on-one. Lawler trying to keep Cameron Calber to the outside. He does. His stick gets tied up. Pass towards the slot. Rest scores! And a beautiful play here by Calber. You can see the stick. He gets tied up there. It does not matter. He powers through. He finds Ress in front of the net. Ress, who entered the game at the start of the second period, doesn't miss. It's 3-2 in favor of Sachem. A shorthanded goal apiece for each squad. And the faceoff is won back by Sachem. Sent up the boards. Lafada forced the turnover, poked off his stick. And now Colin Calber takes over, carries it beneath his own net. But he's on the power play, so he'll kill off as much time as possible. Skips past Lena, skates. Octu on the forecheck. Lawler sticks with him. Octu comes away with it, pins it along the wall. Less than a minute remaining in the period. This is a successful kill for EI, or correction, for Sachem. Then EI will be on the power play to start the period, but Lena racing in. Can't capitalize there. The defenseman on the forecheck still. Puck comes free in front, still loose. And we get a whistle as Sachem touches up. We'll get a tripping call. So now, for the remainder of this period, and if EI doesn't score, it will carry into the second. Sachem will now be down 2 players. Face off down low. Bovic in the dot. One of 3 Sachem players on the ice currently as Luke Lafada wins that back. Lena moves it over to Lawler. Lena gets it back, steps in, moves it across. Shot! One-timer is stopped by DiGirolamo. Puck comes to Lena. He steps into one. Shot, and it's gloved by DiGirolamo. O'Hay and Mascaro in the box for Sachem. Pepe takes the ice. Ivers follows. 2 of 3 EI leading scorers hit the bench. Face-off is won back. Lafada's shot is deflected, ironically, by Luke Lafada, away. He has it beneath the goal line. Moves it back. Marizito across to Lawler. Lawler steps into one. That's deflected by Moro's stick. Lafada collects. Luke Lafada, pass intended for Marizito. Broken up. He gets it back. And then a great takeaway. Sachem sends the length of the ice. That'll do it for the period, but not the power play. 1:20 remaining on the penalty to Mascaro. An additional 13 seconds on the O'Hay minor. EI trails by 1. 2 of their 3 leading scorers have hit the ice. Followed up right by Colin Calber, who has hit the ice for Sachem just a little bit earlier. Both on the same travel team, ironically, so guess Calber really gunned it to get here, let's just put it that way. Beat out his teammates by a couple minutes. Have not seen 72 in white. That would be Anatra, Ryan Anatra, who was up until last week leading the SCHSHL in total points. Dixon steps out onto the ice. He'll take over between the pipes for McGovern. DiGirolamo will remain in net for Sachem. Calber brothers step out. Their eldest brother, George, he has graduated. So it'll be Golden, Cameron, and Colin Calber. John Golden, the lone non-Calber on the ice for Sachem, to kill off the next 13 seconds of this minor penalty. Pepe taking the draw. Ivers at the point with Dolson. Anatra steps out onto the ice. And Dolson thought he would get pulled. He was not. Anatra heads to the bench, and the face-off is won forward by Pepe, tied up. 10 seconds remaining on the first minor penalty as Ivers carries it into the zone. Forced to pull up, now beneath the goal line. Pass to the slot, won't go. And the first penalty is expired. Racing out onto the ice. It's now a 5-on-4. Marizito to Ivers. Cross ice feed, bouncing puck can't be settled by Dolson. He has it now off the boards. Cameron Calber ties him up. Puck is pinned, collected by Pepe. Drops it off to Ivers. Pass across, shot by Marizito, he scores! The power play equalizer. It's a tie game. And you see here, just a smart heads-up play by Pepe. He knows where Ivers is. This first line for EI, they have a great sense for where they're going to be, and obviously Marizito sliding into that spot on the back door. He's known to do that on the power play. That would be, I believe, his 8th goal of the season. 40 seconds into the second period. It's a tie game on a goal assisted by Thomas Ivers. Face-off has been won by Sachem. Ivers on the forecheck. Forces a turnover. Drops it off to Anatra. Shot! Goes wide. He'll collect his own rebound. Drops it back off to McGarry. He walks in. Fires a pass across. Can't connect with Lena initially. Works it on down low. It's picked up by O'Hay. Flips it up. Nearly gloved down by Octu. Icing waved off. Lena in a race for it. Octu picks up the puck. Tries to get it to Monty. Anatra has it. Heading up ice with speed. Can't gain the zones on sides, and EI touches up. We get a late whistle. Not a late whistle, my apologies. Just a whistle for the offsides. Initially, Anatra collected. Whistle was a split second later. My apologies on that. All even now on the score, in terms of score and on the ice. 5-on-5 play. 3-3 game. Rest racing up. His pass intercepted by Pepe. Gets it right back. Chips it in. Lena on it. Moves it up the boards. Wandling keeps it in. Nice play there as Mora keeps it in. Rests on the forecheck. He's got Wandling with him. Puck comes to the point. Mascaro. His shot turned aside by the stick of Dixon. Marizito chips it up. Carino can't chip it out. Bouncing puck there. But they're racing back now. Pepe with it. A chance in transition. Puck ends up. Marizito, his shot goes wide. Picked up by Carino. He works it down low on the cycle. Good defensive play by Moro. But Wandling just sends it around the wall. Lena steps into it with a shot. Rebound. Pepe's first one is denied. Comes to the point. Shot from the point. Turns side. Rebound won't go. Pad save there by DiGirolamo. McGarry steps into one. That's blocked. Picked up by Moro. Sent out of the zone. But EI retains possession. Lena carries it in. Pass to Marizito on his backhand. Fires a shot. That's turned aside by DiGirolamo yet again. Shot from the top of the dot won't go. Sachem has possession, but they haven't cleared the zone yet. Flipped up and out. Calber races in. Beats out the icing. Has the puck. Looking for the pass to Octu. That's broken up. McGarry on it. Octu forces a turnover. Collects it. Tries to work it down low to Colin Calber. That won't go. Sent up the wall. Resinello gets it out. Colin Calber takes over, but he's in his own zone. He's pressured by the Lafata brothers. And then the lead pass is deflected. That ends up in the EI bench. 3 minutes, 13 seconds gone by here in the second stanza at the rinks. Once again, on behalf of our entire crew here at LISN, I'd like to thank you for tuning in on the Long Island Sports Network. Jack Siskin on the call. I'd like to remind you to follow us on social media at LI Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Sachem sends the puck down, but not the length of the ice. Off that faceoff when Dolson moving from center to defense with the return of Lafata. The puck is in deep. Matera moves it to Golden. He's looking up ice. That deflected off Colin Calber's stick. EI gets it out of the zone. Lafata, his pass intended for Anatra won't go. But a turnover forced by Sachem. Anatra on the forecheck. Resinello and Evan Lafata join him. Good play by Lafata there. Moves it to Anatra. Fires a shot. That's turned aside by DiGirolamo. Picture perfect placement. But the blocker of DiGirolamo puts an end to that one as the shot from Dolson from the point is blocked. Lawler has gotten it in deep. Golden just chips it past Anatra. Sachem looking to get it up and out of the zone. Ivers kept it momentarily. Colin Calberer, though, gains the zone. Fires a shot. That goes off the blocker of Dixon. Rebound can't be corralled by Cameron Calberer. Gets it back to his older brother. And then a pass to the slot. That won't go for Octu. Ivers resets. Forces the Calberer brothers to pull up as Ivers makes a move. That won't go. Ends up on net anyway. And EI forces a turnover. Ivers on it. Drops it off. Anatra. The move. The shot. The save. What a sequence there. Some extracurricular activities in front of the Sachem net. Those of you just joining us, 3-3 tie between Sachem and EI. Pepe, Ivers, and Anatra stepping out onto the ice to start the second stanza here at the rinks in a game that will have major ramifications in the standings moving forward as we have now essentially hit the midway mark of the second half of the season as the face-off is won and a shot off the draw, off the pipe. Puck is loose in the slot. Comes up to the line. Slattery couldn't maintain control, manages to get it in deep. Puck comes back up the wall. He has it now. Looks for the shot. Backhanded, flips it. DiGirolamo can't glove it. Put in front of the net. EI can't get the shot off. Comes to the point. Attempted keep. Won't go. Picked up by Monty, and we get a whistle for a hand pass. Face off. Heads all the way back down. A great chance there. Officials deemed that Monty caught the puck. You're allowed to knock the puck down in transition to yourself, but if they determine you have held the puck, and obviously they have a better view on ice than any of us, we get the stoppage. Puck comes to the point off the draw. Shot turned aside. Blocked, really, by Monty. Pepe with it. Works it down to Carino. Looks for Marizito. That won't go. Shot towards net. Ends up going wide. Monty collects on the far side. Lead pass finds Bovic. Racing in. Trying to get control. Toe drag won't go. Puck leaves his own. Mascaro races in, picks it up, resets it to Broom. Under pressure. Monty. Little give and go with Broom there. Under pressure from Pepe. And now Sachem has carried it beneath their own goal line as a leading pass bounces, but settled by Bovic. He'll enter the zone. Makes a nice move on Slattery there. Cutting in. Pass to the slot. Shot! And a save by Dixon. Rebound is loose. After that one. Turnover force. Shot! And a save. Rebound. They score! And this is just a sequence of go to the net, good things happen, and for Sachem, that's just the case here. Monty can't get the shot. They have the turnover opportunity, but just a nice stick there, and Morrow, his shot doesn't go. Well, Monty will go to the net. He'll take his second goal of the night, gives his team a 1-goal lead with their captain, Thomas Konkowski, out of the lineup, suspended for a spearing minor, or a spearing major penalty, my apologies. Sachem retains the 1-goal lead as it's fired in by Wanling. Lena on it in the corner. Pass to the slot, nearly went off the skate of Evan Lafada and into his own net as O'Hay pulls up under pressure from Luke, put around the wall. McGuire looking to send it up the boards. He can't. Evan Lafada pass. Got about shot, turned aside. Rebound is loose. EI can't capitalize as that puck bounces into the corner. Colin Calberer carrying it up ice now. He's gained the zone. Pass intended for Ress. Couldn't connect. Lena forces a turnover, at least momentarily. Sachem gets it back. Calberer to Wandling. His shot's deflected. Picked back up by Colin Calberer. A nice escape turn there as he cuts in. Looking for the shot. Drop pass. Nearly turned over. Sachem maintains possession. A backhanded shot won't go from Monty. Ress under pressure, battling for the puck. Wandling takes it, cuts in, shot, turned aside by Dixon. Rebound is loose. Sachem can't corral it. EI looks to head the other way in transition. Luke Lafata with it. Evan with him. Pass to Evan. That won't go. Just past the stick. McGuire with some nice defense in transition there as the puck leaves his zone. Cameron Calber now takes over. Cutting in on his forehand. Drops it off. Colin, shot. Save by Dixon. Looking for the clear. O'Hay keeps it in. Second attempt won't go for EI. Bovich carrying it in. Looking for the pass. Can't find it. Forced to pull up. And a turnover forced. Ryan Anatra heads the other way looking for the equalizer. Turnover forced, but it stays in the Sachem zone. Anatra has it. Looking for the pass. Finds Lawler. Walks in from the point. His shot turned aside. Rebound is loose. DiGirolamo. It's still loose. Rebound won't go for EI. Shot from Anatra is blocked. Sachem collapsing in front. Manages to prevent a rebound opportunity, but EI still has possession. Michigan attempt, and it's stopped by DiGirolamo. That's cleared. Doesn't go the length of the ice. DiGirolamo keeping his team up by 1 with a sick blocker save. There's no other way to describe it. As the puck now heads up ice, Octu collects. Under pressure from Ivers. Shields the puck, looking for the pass, won't go. Rebound. Cameron Calber pokes it towards the net, comes free. Octu has it. Lawler has it beneath the goal line, looking to move it up the boards. He manages to connect there, but a turnover forced by Monty. Sachem hasn't checked up. Now they have Monty's pass deflected. Anatra collects it. Octu and Monty combining to force that turnover. And a shot from Monty turns side. Rebound is loose. Sachem playing with pace, creating space as Anatra looks to send it the other way. Goes past the stick of Walter. Good forecheck there, but Monty will head the other way as he works the puck down low. Dolson looks to go D to D. Sachem recovers. Bouncing puck beneath the goal line. Monty on the forecheck. Marizito looks to break that up, but the Sachem power forward momentarily had it, lost it. Marizito heads up ice, looking to cut to the outside, and he's forced outside by Matera. Still has it. Shot from the off angle, and we get a stop from DiGirolamo. What a save for the Sachem starter. Just outstanding play here at the rinks. It's a 1-goal game. The stands have filled out as the benches have filled up. And the face-off is won by Sachem. Sent up the boards. Marizito's going to keep that one in. Mascaro resets beneath his own goal line. Broom steps into it. Cross-ice pass. Mascaro gets it. Morrow now. His look's deflected. Enters the zone. Sachem has to check up. They're now on the back check, heading the other way. Marizito forced outside by Broom. Puck is poked free, but Carino has it. Looks to the point. Elects to skate it himself, and his pass, he gives Sachem a clear. They'll look for a change, at least a partial one, as Ress heads to the bench. Calber remains on the forecheck. That's Colin. And Morrow hangs back as Bovich steps up and helps force the turnover there. He'll head up ice now. Lead pass intended for Colin Calber. He gets it, but he's below the goal line. Looking to circle. Has it with possession. Pass across won't go for Morrow. Kept in by Mascaro at the line. Bovich collects beneath the goal line. Looking for Morrow. Can't find it. Ends up dropping it off. Goes past Calber. Morrow on the forecheck. Slattery against him. Puck comes up the wall. And it's going to be collected by Colin Calber beneath the goal line. Cutting in. Almost at the top of the key there. Couldn't find the shot as he makes a move against Carino to keep it in play. Works it in down low. Bovich will collect it. Calber goes for a change. And Octu steps back out on the ice. Bovich makes a move there. Pepe nearly forced a turnover. Pass to the slot won't go. Octu collects on the other side for Sachem. Moves it to O'Hay. Makes a nice move there. Can't control it. Has it back now. Walking in. Fires a shot. Save by Dixon. And the rebound is gloved by the EI netminder. A great sequence there from Brody Dixon, who entered the game at the start of the second period. And now, Lafata, Godbout up front with, I believe that's going to be 72 in white. That's Anatra. EI electing to split up their top line Correction, that's Evan Lafata. That's 12, not 72. My apologies. The draw is contested, ends up in Godbout skates. Sachem looking to get a shot on net. They can't find one as Bovic steps into it. Gets it in Wandling skate. His shot as he's going down to the ice. Not a ton on that, but a good chance nonetheless, especially considering the puck getting caught under his skates there. Attempting to spring Evan Lafata. A great defensive play there by O'Hay. Bovic coming in. Pulls up under pressure from Evan Lafata. Chips it on down low. Sachem with possession beneath the goal line. Puck now comes up the wall. Lena with it. Pass across the ice to Godbout. He gains the zone with the Lafata brothers. Shot deflected. DiGirolamo elects to cover. We have now hit the 2:45 mark of the period. Face off in the Sachem defensive zone on the far side, and Natra wins the draw to Ivers, who gets tied up along the wall. Kalberer has it. Racing up ice. Ivers on the back check. Cameron Kalberer to his brother Colin. The shot won't go! Dixon with the save! Beneath the goal line, Colin Kalberer to Cameron. Shot! Won't go again! Dixon! Standing on his head here as EI heads the other way. Ivers with it. Drops it off to Anatra at the top of the key. Fires a shot. Blocker save and a beauty for DiGirolamo. Cameron Kalberer now. Both teams trading chances as he cuts in. Puck get caught in his skates there. Lawler on it. Monty sends it up the boards. Ivers with it. Drops it off for Anatra. He'll take it himself. 1-on-2. Trying to keep him to the outside. For now, they've been successful. Pass across. Ivers has it. Ress. Trying to force a turnover. Ivers maintains possession. And it's possible they've got O'Hay on the blue lines. That pass comes out to Ivers. Shot attempt blocked by O'Hay. Now, he's normally a defenseman as he sends that one. Not enough on that. Oh, there will be enough on that for icing. That's going to be called. It's going to go all the way down, but O'Hay shined Alexei Nikoforov's USPHL elite team as a two-way centerman. And he's got great speed, so it makes sense that you put him on defense, maybe try and match him up against Ivers, Anatra, and Pepe. Defensive zone draw near side wall for Sachem. They win it. Attempted clear won't go. Kept in by Marazito. Pepe pounces on the loose puck. Shot attempt. DiGirolamo turns him aside. Nice move, but he just couldn't get much on that with limited space. Octu trying to pin it to the wall. Lost sight of the puck momentarily, but managed to keep it in there. Attempted clear, won't go. Marazito keeps it in. Sent beneath the goal line. Mascaro backhands it into the corner. Matera tries to send it up the wall. Pepe has it. Poked off his stick. A great play there. And it's sent down. And Slattery takes over. Flips it past the outstretched stick of Mascaro. Marazito's shot blocker aside by DiGirolamo. Attempted clear, kept in by Lena. He steps into one. Shot turned aside by DiGirolamo. High rebound, bounces out. Less than 40 seconds remaining in the first frame as that, or second frame, as that's sent out. We're going to get a call for icing here. .1 remaining in the period. Face off down low, and it's won forward by Anatra. Pepe looking for a shot there. And now heading the other way, it's Kalberer. He's got Monty and Wandling with him, 3-on-3. Great back check by Ivers. Pass in front, shot! And it's a goal! Net was off as we're going to run this. that this is going to be 5-3. We're not sure yet. They're talking to the bench. One linesman called it good. That was the initial play. It seems like the faceoff will come out of the zone. It seems like... No. My apologies. Appears that will be called no goal with the net off. It's a one-goal game. A disappointing moment for Calborough for sure. Face-off. One back by Sachem. Towards the net, but not on it. O'Hay pinches in. Keeps it in momentarily. Anatra looking to get by him. O'Hay with a great play. Ivers chips it forward. Anatra, 5 seconds remaining. Toe drag coming in. Gets the shot off, but the period comes to an end, and we get some more. And apologies here as the clock is getting frozen on my end. I am very sorry for that. We're going to get a whistle here after that Anatra play. We're going to get a penalty for cross-checking. And they were without him to start the game. I guess they're going to be without him for the next 2 minutes if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. Double check with the scorer's booth updates here. Goals by Monty and Marizito in the second frame. EI entered down 3-2. They're now down 4-3. Sachem looking to pull off an upset with their captain out of the lineup. Luke Lafada leading EI in points tonight. 1 goal, 1 assist. 3 other EI players have registered a point. No one else has registered 2 points. On the other side, Gregory Monty, 2 goals on the night. Nicky Russ and Richard Bovich collecting the other 2. We get the horn to sound here. We'll get some further clarification on if Anatra's going to the box momentarily. Jack Ziskin on the call for the Long Island Sports Network. On behalf of our entire crew, I'd like to thank you for tuning in. I'd like to also thank Thomas Ivers for commenting. I believe must have been in his car when he wrote that Ivers, Anatra, Pepe, Dixon, Kinkowski, Calber are all on the way after their Arrows game. They're spelled V-T-H-E-R-E. So, grammar mistake aside, I would like to let Thomas Ivers know that we mentioned that at the start of the broadcast. Bit of a funny anecdote, though, nonetheless. Octu versus Anatra, and it's one back. Bovich has it. The speed puts it up the boards, but it goes past Monty, and a nice clear attempt there nice clear by Lawler as they reset, go D to D. O'Hay to Matiro. O'Hay finding his footing a little bit. He is a natural centerman, but he's done a tremendous job on the blue line tonight. Is cutting in. Bovich shot goes just wide. A nice look there. Had Dixon beat short side. A great move, just wouldn't go. Anatra with speed. Makes the lead pass. EI racing in. EI. Anatra had a chance. Puck is loose, and it's covered by DiGirolamo. Octu and Natra exchanging pleasantries, we'll go with. Face-off is won by EI. 14:10 on the clock now. As EI forces a turnover beneath the goal line. Pass towards the slot. DiGirolamo couldn't get it covered. And then a turnover on an errant pass by Luke Lafata. Calberer in transition with speed. Has his stick lifted by Marizito. Drops it off to Morrow. His shot turned aside by Dixon. As we get some further extracurriculars, and Morrow at the center of them. Scrum breaks out along the wall. Officials quick to break that up. We'll wait for clarification on this one. Officials blow their whistles. They're gesturing to the box. It appears Luke Lafata will go. Marizito will join. Colin Calberer. Can't tell if he's heading to the box or heading to talk to the official. He does wear an A for Sachem, and with Kinkowski out of the lineup, he might be their leading assistant. Officials discussing that Brody Dixon was involved in the play. If he was assessed a minor penalty, he would remain in the game. Not sure we've seen a goalie assessed a major penalty so far this season. I would assume that's not what they're discussing, but don't forget to follow the @LI Sports Network Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook page, as well as subscribe to our channel on YouTube. As we see a player being escorted off for Sachem, we're just going to wait for clarification on the number there. As they're talking to the officials, it appears to be Morrow who's being ejected. So Morrow will be out of the game for Sachem. We're going to see if anybody else is escorted off the ice. So far, that's the only player. Don't forget to use this stoppage to subscribe to the LI Sports Network YouTube page. That's in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, whether you're watching on your phone, tablet, laptop, or television set. I don't know why I aged myself 20 years calling it a television set, but nonetheless. A 5-minute major assessed to Morrow. 2 EI players in the box. We're going to see if there's an offsetting penalty here or if Sachem will be on the kill. And right now it's going to be a little... We're just going to have to wait for it to end up on the board. Two-minute penalty assessed to Marizito. So it's going to be a 3-minute power play after the Marizito penalty expires. It would be 4-on-4 before that, since they're not offsetting minors, but they are occurring at the same time. So again, for those of you watching at home, a coincidental minor would have to be both players committing a minor penalty, or it could be a coincidental major. You just don't see it often. And that would be followed up by an official's decision to either go to 4-on-4 or remain at 5-on-5. And you can see the officials explaining the call to John LaRochester and the Sachem bench. Rochester, who runs the Farmingdale State College Rams D1 and D2 programs. Also an official sponsor of the LI, or an official partner, I should say, of the LI Sports Network. The face-off appears to be in the EI zone, which appears to be the cause of the confusion because it's a 5-minute major for Sachem. It's not a super common scenario we see with the rules in that when the penalties assess face-offs all the way down, they're offsetting here. But in this case, it's a 5 and a 2. So it appears the faceoff will come outside the EI zone. Evan Lafata in the draw against Colin Calber. 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. O'Hay with a nice poke check there. Lena steps up. Gets it to Lafata. Cutting in. Fires a shot. That's blocked there. O'Hay chips it up. Heading up ice 1-on-4. Cutting to the center. Pulls up. Elects to take it out of the zone. Resets to Colin Calber. On the ice alongside Golden, O'Hay, and Cameron Calber. As Colin comes in. Absorbs contact from Slattery and Lafata. Sachem battling along the boards. A solid hit. First from Lafata and then another one from Slattery. But they can't force a turnover. Colin Calber heads up. And we get a whistle. There's going to be a cross-checking penalty heading against EI. So that would make it a 4-on-3. Followed by a 4-on-4. Correction, it's going to be offsetting. Calber will head to the box. Lafata will head to the box. If it's offsetting coincidental minors, that would be 2 minutes. That would actually not have any impact on the upcoming power play, which will be 3 minutes rather than 2 for EI. EI, the home team for this matchup, they have last change. That could make a difference down the line. McGuire's heading to the box as well. I believe he's there to serve the penalty, which there might not have been anyone initially in the box. The face-off is one back, but too far, so O'Hay has to skate, recover, and he's going to be called upon to play big minutes with Calber in the box. Icing waved off, so it goes under the stick of Octu and Slattery. Less than a minute remaining at 4-on-4. That'll be followed by a 3-minute power play for EI. Lena with it, lead pass. Dolson gains his own, 2-on-1. Fires a pass to Slattery, that won't go. Rebound is put off the back of the net. Golden takes over, looking for Octu. Can't find him there. Ends up moving it across. It'll be carried in by Bovic. Fires a shot, that goes wide of the net. O'Hay collects a rebound, 30 seconds remaining at 4-on-4. As O'Hay walks the line, drops it off for Bovic. Pass is broken up. Dolson has it. In transition. Looks to spring Carino. And a shot on net is turned aside by DiGirolamo. 10 seconds remaining as O'Hay carries it up ice. Poked off his stick. And now a 3-minute power play as Anatra cuts in. Can't get the shot off. Sachem broke that one up. And Mascaro looks to head the other way. Pulls up, has the puck, and fires it the length of the ice. Octu races to the bench for a change. Lawler will collect beneath the goal line. Anatra out now with Pepe. Slattery. Lawler and should be looking for the 5th player now as they carry it in. Ivers. Anatra has it. Drop pass broken up by Monty. Comes out of the zone. Slattery forced to regroup. Precious seconds coming off the clock here as Anatra now looks to head the other way in transition. Forced outside. Monty on him. Anatra evades pressure, looking for the pass, can't find it. Finds Ivers at the point now. Gets it back to Anatra, looking for the shot. Cross-ice feed. Off the iron from Pepe, rebound, and it's stopped by DiGirolamo. A back-and-forth game, destined to go down to the wire. The highly anticipated matchup SCHSHL fans have been waiting for all season long. EI, the runner-ups in last year's county finals. Sachem lost round 1 against Smithtown. As the puck is won back to Ivers, he'll walk the line, drops it off. Pepe fires a shot, that goes wide of the net. And then Anatra's pass deflected, stays in the zone. Good keep there by Ivers. As Anatra now cuts and makes a move. Shot won't go. A nice move from Anatra, but he can't find the net. And then it leaves the zone. Pepe tried to settle it there. Ress picks it up. Turnover forced by Marizito. He looks to go head the other way. 1:30 remaining on this power play. A turnover forced at the line. Sent down, but not the length of the ice by Wandling. And a great play there as Wandling breaks that one up momentarily. More precious seconds ticking off the clock as we've now reached the 10-minute mark of the final frame. Sachem up by 1. They have a minute 10 remaining on the kill as Ress forces a turnover against Pepe. Pepe gets it back, kicks it to the point. Marizito walks the line before moving it to Anatra. Escape turtle on the wall, creates space, walks in. Shot through the screen, that won't go. Picked up by Pepe, moves it along to Ivers. Pass intended for, I believe that was Marizito on the back door, won't go. Ivers gets it back, he leads the entire league in assists. That shot, they score! It's a tie game. And you see here, Ivers, that first look isn't gonna go. Well, that's all right, because he's gonna reset on the other side. That shot doesn't go for Pepe. Correction, that might be that's the wrong replay. My apologies here as we appear to have an issue with that. We'll have that goal in our highlight reel on the LI Sports Network YouTube page. So it's a tie game as the face-off is won back by Sachem. EI now has possession. They've been forced to reset. It's an all-even game. And correction, the major penalty is not expired. 20 seconds remaining on the clock as Anatra heads up ice. 15 now, cutting to the outside. 10 now. Puck comes to Ivers at the point, looking for the shot. Play is broken up by Bovic. 5 seconds remaining. Pepe loses his footing. Anatra touches up. It's all even now. Cutting in now. Poke check by Matira. Puck heads the other way. Sachem looking to strike back. Cutting in Bovic on his backhand. His shot goes just wide. Nice look there in transition. It's a tie game. Still heading up ice. Ivers. Poke check this time again by Matira, who stops EI forward in his track. Ivers races to the bench shortly after that. A pass deflected. Near turnover forced by Carino. Bovic chipped it up, but not down the length of the ice. Sent in now. Matira against Resinello. Carino forces a turnover. Shot goes wide of the net. Dolson collects the point. Keeps it in momentarily. Sachem looking for the clear. And they get it out now. Heading up ice, 3-on-2. Pass across. Monty! And the shot won't go. Lays a hip check in the corner. Nice look for the Sachem power forward, but EI is heading up ice nonetheless. Resinello, and they enter off sides. And trying to get the replay of that goal. Appears we're having an issue with that. My apologies here. Face off, one back by Sachem, but Ivers racing against O'Hay. O'Hay pulls up, pins the puck. Ivers trying to poke it free. He does, but Colin Calber races in to get it. Racing in now. Calber. His shot won't go. Cameron Calber takes over for his older brother. Pass to Colin. Looks for the shot. Gives it back to Cameron. Cutting in. Shot. Saved by Dixon. Rebound is loose. won't go for Sachem. EI gets the clear. That goes the length of the ice. We'll get a whistle. And you see this look here, just a nice give and go between the brothers Kalber. Dixon makes the save, and a good defensive play by Lawler to clear out the front of the net. Rebound is, or a face-off rather, is won back by Sachem, but now EI in transition. They have a 3-on-1 if they hurry. Luke Lafata. His shot won't go. Tries to slip it past DiGirolamo. Can't find the back of the net. He's still got the puck. Pass to Evan. His backhander won't go. Good defensive play by Oktu. Stepping up in big minutes for Sachem. He plays big minutes always, but Val Konkowski. Sachem's play tonight has been nothing less than impressive. Bovic couldn't corral that one as it sent the length of the ice past Lafata's stick. He might have gotten enough on that to evade the icing as O'Hay pulls up. He's had a solid game on the blue line for Sachem. As Monty, lead pass, finds Bovic. He carries in, has the puck, poked off his stick, racing in. Can't keep it. Heading up ice now. Lafata has it poked off his stick. A great play from Golden. Correction, that was Monty, actually. The forward shot and a glove save and a beauty from Dixon. Save after save after save, as after a 3-2 lead for Sachem in the first period of play, Ivers, Anatra, and Pepe step out onto the ice for EI. It is now a tie game. Just 3 goals in the past around 25 minutes or so. We'll discount the extra 44 seconds on the clock for sake of clarity, as that faceoff's won. Dolson heads up the ice with speed. He's had a tremendous game for them, sliding from first line forward to first pair defense. Pulls up there. Walter has the puck pinned along the wall. McGuire takes over. And the turnover forced by Sachem as Mascaro sends it back around the wall. Colin Kalber will take over. He's got Wandling with him. He's got Cameron Kalber with him. He makes his move, cutting in. Fires a shot, that's turn side. Rebound! It's loose in the slot! And a clear by EI. Icing waved off as that puck fizzles out. Lead pass comes to Wandling. He can't connect with Colin Kalber. Anatra to Ivers, and they're offsides. .454 remaining in regulation. Both teams looking for 2 points. If this game ends in a tie, KPC takes possession of first place. Face-off, won back by Sachem. Oktu's been fantastic in the draw. And O'Hay with a strong pass to the Rest, but a turnover. Anatra looking for the pass. And a great recovery by Rest. And then Broom sweeps it away from the net. No pun intended there. As Oktu, lead pass, broken up, puck in the slot. And Pepe sends it to Anatra heading the other way. He's got Slattery with him. Cuts to the outside. Cutting it on the backhand. Pass intended for Slattery. Collision with DiGirolamo. Friendly fire there, but Sachem now heads the other way. 2-on-2. It's Oktu looking to pull up. A great toe drag against Lawler. His shot. And it's stopped by Dixon. Pass across the slot. Wouldn't go. Puck is free. Cleared out by EI. A 2-on-1 opportunity. Broom breaks up the pass. Ivers can't get the second attempt. He pulls up. Pass to the slot. Cutting in now. McGarry. Across, and a shot off the back of the net from Pepe. Picked up by McGarry. Cutting in. Poked off his stick. Broom sends up the boards. Ivers collects. Looks for the drop pass. Fakes it. Pass to the slot. No shot there. Good stick by O'Hay as he tries to send up the boards. McGarry keeps it in at the line. Sends it back down to Anatra. Drops off to Pepe. His shot. And he scores! Anatra to Pepe. And just not enough on this clear here. O'Hay has had a strong game, but this one ends up costing them. There's no wing along the wall. The puck comes back down to Pepe. who just does a beautiful toe drag. There's nothing you can ask the Girolamo to do there. They are now trailing by 1 against EI. 3:33 remaining in the potentially final frame of play. And the draw is 1 back by EI. Touch pass there to Lafata. And a shot from Marizito from the slot won't go. Lafata racing there to corral the rebound. Great play by the EI forward who put the team on his shoulders in the first period. Mascaro chips it on down to Golden. Both teams had to step up in the first period with their leading scorers out, but now it's Anatra versus Kalberer with the captain out of the lineup. Kalberer's shot deflected in the slot. Stick is broken. Not sure whose stick that is actually. I believe that is Lena's as the puck leaves the zone. Dolson had it. Turnover forced. Coming in now. Kalberer's. Pass across the slot. Lena ties up Colin, who now gets it. Pulls up along the wall. Makes his move. Continues to press. Has his stick tied up by Lena. And now EI looks to send it up the wall. Pass comes to Anatra, the EI captain, cutting in. Can he make it a 2-goal lead? Poked away. Great defensive play by Mascaro, but Anatra still has the puck. His pass. No one there for EI. Leaves his own. Ivers on it. Kalberer gets it right back. Coming in. He's drawn a penalty. Shot from the top of the key. It won't go. Rebound won't go. Great play by Dixon, but Bovic has it. Comes up the wall. O'Hay keeps it in. EI can't get possession. He's cutting in now. Looking for the pass. Drops it off. Ivers gets a stick on it. And we get a whistle. 1 minute and 59 seconds. Sachem will have 1 more second on the power play left on the clock if they can't score here. It's a 1-goal game between the two most electrifying, high-octane offenses, at least by the goals for differential, in the entire Suffolk County High School Hockey League. And a timeout by Sachem. Correction. Don't forget to take this time out as an opportunity to make sure you're following LISN on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And if you haven't subscribed by now, I'm not sure what will convince you. A 1-goal lead for EI. And they might say a 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. Well, that's until you're down to 1 goal. But for an EI team that has led by 1 twice in this game, they let Sachem tie it up twice. They let Sachem go up once. And then they tied it up and let Sachem go up again. It's been a back-and-forth game. There's no two ways about it. A Sachem team that has put together an outstanding showing without their leading scorer. So glad to see all the comments on the stream. This game will go down to the wire. As Sachem trails by 1. 1:59 remaining in play. 2 minutes on the power play. That's all there is if Sachem can't score. Lena ties up. The puck, it's pinned along the wall. Sachem comes away with it. Precious time being killed off by the EI penalty kill. On the other side of the ice, McGuire is headed to the box. It's an empty net. Kalberer with it. Moves it to, you'll never guess it, Kalberer. Then a turnover. Anatra has it. There's an empty net. Racing in, cutting to the center. A backhanded shot goes just wide off the back of the net. O'Hay will collect. Under pressure from Minatra, he moves it up the wall. Colin Calber will skate into it. Ivers is in the box. A two-man advantage for Sachem. It's now or never, it's do or die. Calber to the top of the key. Oh, hey, moves it right back. Looking for the shot, and a glove save by Dixon. Face off, one back by Sachem. Bovic with it. Fires a shot. That goes wide of the net. O'Hay's going to pick that one up. A minute remaining in the final, or potentially final, frame of play. O'Hay moves it back to the top of the key. Sachem needs a shot. Puck comes down to the slot. Calbauer can't get it on net. O'Hay will take it over at the top of the key. Moves it over to Colin Calbauer. Back to Cameron. Fires a shot. Saved by Dixon. And we'll get a whistle. 39 seconds remaining in the period. 40 seconds remaining in the power play. Face-off is won. Sachem has the puck. Time winding down. 30 seconds, or less than 30 seconds remaining in play. Calbauer still has it. Has to cut to the net. Hasn't gotten a shot off. Moves it to Octu. He gets a shot in front, and it's a save by Dixon. .9 on the clock. 20 on the Ivers minor penalty. Dixon has shut the door numerous times to close out this game. But can he do it for 19 more seconds? Face-off is won by EI. Clearing attempt won't go. Comes to Pepe. He holds it. Fires a shot. That's blocked. Puck is loose. Anatra on it. Less than 10 seconds remaining. Pins it along the wall. Monty gets it. 5 seconds. Lead pass. It won't go. It goes the length of the ice. It's over. A come-from-behind win. And EI ekes out a W. And after winning 7 straight, Sachem has lost back-to-back games, dropping them to 3rd in the standings. Not too shabby, but not necessarily their preferred outcome. Final score, 5-4 in favor of EI. On the Long Island Sports Network, I'm Jack Sisk. On behalf of our entire crew, our entire staff, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook. 5-4 win for EI. Good night.